All right, let me turn this motherfucker off. God damn it! Turn this bitch off. All right, man. Y'all know I was supposed to go to the Eagles game, and here I am. You know, I'm like, no, I can have the TV on and not be looking at it. And y'all see my eyes keep cutting over there and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, evidently, I'm incapable of not paying attention. I didn't go to the game. I'm supposed to be at the game. I was supposed to be there, but I saw that snow out there this morning. I said, I'm not going out there to be frustrated and pissed off. Get on my damn nerves. Hit the like button, y'all. Help me out. Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and this is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. We do this every single Sunday from 1 p.m. till around 2:30-ish. And the reason that we say 2:30-ish is because sometimes it gets so heated that we just have to do a little OT on a Sunday. And it is Sunday. This is the show where adults come out and play with other adults. We laugh, we cry, we argue, fuss, and fight, go back and forth with each other, bust it up all crazy. We take an introspective look into our own personality to see the way that the universe projects us into this thing called the world and try to figure out this thing called life. I'm your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the and if you can't say Omar with the well, then you just say Omar with the R. This is the Urban Therapy with Sun show. I'm feeling like a real man should, and I hope y'all feeling like real men and women should as well. Today, on the Daily Go Getimism show. Today on the Urban Therapy with Sun show, we are talking about your woman or your man is not impressed by you. Your woman or your man is not impressed by you. If you've ever been with somebody, let's say you're out here making moves, you're doing your thing, you know, either you're doing your thing professionally or you're doing your thing creatively or whatever. You know, you're out here finding yourself, making your niche in life, getting recognition, doing the good work. And you are with somebody, swapping bodily fluids with somebody, talking about, I love you, I miss you, I really, really am glad to be with you. With somebody that doesn't really respect or seem to like what you do. Now, it's one thing for somebody to not really have like open displays of what I would call maybe like open displays of confirmation or adoration, or maybe you're dealing with somebody that doesn't know how to be like, yo, good job, or that's what's up, or you're on the right track. But then you have to ask yourself, why? Why? Because there's somebody in the world that I'm sure that they are a big fan of, and they don't have any problem expressing that. But it doesn't seem to be you. Now, don't get it twisted, because it can be to the point where you are so much in search or in need of validation that you know, maybe you need them to constantly be like, oh my God, you're the best. You're so large. You're the greatest thing that ever happened. You're better than Donald Trump to me. You're better than, you are the Donald Trump to my MAGA baby. Now, if you're the type of person that's always fishing for compliments, you know, fishing for validation, can't seem to think for yourself or move without everybody, you know, without having a hype man, that's one thing. But then again, there is nothing wrong with seeking validation. We make it sound like that's something that only weak people do or people with low self-esteem do, but it's not. That's not only things that weak people or people who have low self-esteem do. It's something that human beings do. And when you're and normally the people that you're looking for to validate you, confirm you, or to at least put the stamp of approval are the people that you're closest to. Now, if you are closer with somebody than you are with your significant other or your spouse, why? Why? Like, how are you? And you've probably seen this before. Have you ever seen people who are married to people that they really not that close to? And you asking yourself, like, what is this, a marriage of convenience? Is this really just for the money? You know, is this a trophy wife or husband type of situation? Because y'all don't seem to really like each other. Y'all barely seem to know each other. Now, call me crazy, but I don't think that you should be closer to anybody in your life than your spouse. And honestly, I don't think you should be that much closer to anybody than your man or your woman. Why wouldn't you be? But a lot of people are in that situation. So what's it like when you're in a situation where you out here making moves. You are solidifying plans. You are planning your work and working your plan, and you're being successful. But when you come back to the house, when you could get back to the crib, when you come back to your rest, ain't nobody, even the dog don't jump up on you. Like, damn, y'all done trained the dog not to even, like the dog? I thought the dog's supposed to jump up on me, try to lick my face. I gotta be like, yo, Pooch, chill, Pooch, chill, Pooch, I'm wearing white. Y'all even got the dog. Even got the dog? Yo, you turn the dog. Yo, who do you love? Yo, this thing ain't right here. So what are we doing? What we doing out here, my peoples? Your woman or your man is not impressed with you. Well, who they impressed with? I bet you they have a singer or an actor or a politician that they're impressed with, and that they keep in they mouth all the time. Now, are you jealous? Are you jealous because they treat somebody who they don't know and have absolutely no direct ties to over you, who they go to bed with every night, or at least go to bed with some nights? Whether you're talking about going to bed to sleep or going to bed to, damn, man. Your woman or your man is not impressed with you. Now, listen, I don't want to trigger nobody, but like there are a lot of men who fit this bill. There are a lot of men that are with women that are definitely not impressed with them. Look at Donald Trump. Now, look, all y'all Trumpers, all y'all MAGA nuts, y'all crazy people, y'all can say whatever y'all want. Melania Trump is not impressed with Donald Trump, and she shows it on cam consistently. Now, if you can try to make something out like that, then you can tell me that Lucy Van Pelt of the Peanuts, Charlie Brown, is impressed with Charlie Brown. Now, if you can convince me that Melania Trump is impressed with Donald Trump, then you can convince me that Lucy on Charlie Brown is impressed with Charlie Brown instead of Schroeder. We know that Lucy loves Schroeder. She be on his piano like, why you always playing Beethoven? Y'all never play nothing but Beethoven. But go ahead, play the Beethoven. Play the Beethoven. You playing Beethoven. Yo, Tori said, good grief. Good grief. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Marvina said Lucy, LLL, Lucy Van Pelt, Miss Van Pelt, baby. You know what I mean? Only the real Peanuts fans know the last names. Charlie Brown last name was Brown. I always wonder how come they got to say his whole name. But his sister, Sally Brown, they don't be like, yo, Sally Brown. They just be like, Sally. But they got to say his whole name. It's a lot of shit going on in Charlie. But anyway, if you could convince me that Melania Trump is impressed with Donald Trump, then you could convince me that Lucy thinks that Charlie Brown is that bull. Not Schroeder. Not Schroeder. She been fronting, lying, gassing up Schroeder head. She really got a thing for Charlie Brown. Dimples D's, what's going on? Grown woman don't try me, or should I say CC? Damn, man, they took y'all names away. What up, Time? What's good? Marvina Big B is in the house. Graham Campbell says, am I Dominican? Wow. I've been asked if I was Dominican before though. I guess if you dark and you play conga drums, you get to be Dominican. You get to be Hispanic some kind of way. she said, "How you know Easy E?" Y'all funny as shit. Stacy White, what's good, ma? How you feeling? Thanks for coming through. Come on, Carrie, aka T Carrie, right? Morning, noon, and night is always great. They have my peoples going directly into your site. CC said, they sure did, and I'm angry about it too. I chose my name. Now y'all gotta go and change your name to the at grown woman don't try me. They took away y'all screen names. That's corny. That's corny as hell. But all right, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get rid of my drums. I'm gonna put my toys away, and then we're gonna have this conversation. Your man or your woman or your man or your woman or your man, one man and woman or your man, woman or your man. I say your man, your woman or your man, woman or your man, woman or your man. They ain't impressed by you. They don't really care what you do as long as you bringing all of the cash on through. They ain't never tell you that you did a good job. They be acting like the money you had was from a robbery, grand larceny. They seem to be impressed with everybody except you, see. And it starts to weigh heavy on you, but you ain't quitting them. You ain't forgetting the times when you was on top of the world and she still act like she was somebody else's girl. And women go through the same thing. Yo, you doing the work of a queen, no respect from your king. Yo, somebody tell me the deal. Yo, you can't get no validation on the way they feel, except for the it's kind of sending. That shit bullshit needs to be ending. But they sending you the wrong kind of vibes, and you be feeling like you standing in front of people you showing live, and everybody is cheering and clapping, but the people that's in your own crib ain't doing it. What's happening? I'ma ask y'all a couple of questions, and I'ma take me a couple of advices and some suggestions, and we gonna try to get to the truth. And I'm gonna make each and every one of y'all show proof, and I'ma prove myself in the interim, and I'ma do this shit. Yo, we about to enter them into that dark place where we don't want to go, because sometimes you don't want to hear the truth, but you want to know. How come things ain't working now? How come niggas is fronting? Yo, what's that shit is all about? But we gon' put it down like a submarine, and we gon' make sure we shine up our sneaks and get them clean. So I'ma put away the drums and I'ma give y'all voice so y'all can give the people some. Yeah, I say yeah, I say yeah, 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 what, yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, let's go, man. Put my drums away. I'm gonna put my drums away so we can have a little something to say, baby. So do y'all understand what I'm talking about? Do you understand the metaphoric phrase, light as a rock? It's explaining how deep the young lady is. But you know what? Hold on. Because I don't want y'all to get the impression that this is just going to be men bitching about women not showing no love, acting like they don't see the good work they doing. Because like I said, a lot of women go through this shit too. Plenty of y'all women have dealt with men who wasn't bringing home the bacon. They wasn't really on their feet, and you was holding them down for the love. And you out here doing some major shit. You might have been getting your hustle on, you know what I mean? Selling whatever you were selling. And I ain't talking about nothing illegal. I'm talking about you might have been doing Avon, Amway, Mary Kay. You might have been selling, like my mom. My mom used to be selling Electrolux vacuum cleaners. She was getting that hustle on. And this is back in the day when you had to go door to door. You ain't have a sheet full of leads and whatever cold. Damn, what they call that shit? You doing telemarketing? Their leads. You wasn't able to do cold calls or whatever. Hold on, let me fix something here. Make sure none of my equipment is going out. Some things are acting like they act lie. They act lie. All right, we good. Yeah, my mom, she sold Tupperware. She sold vacuum cleaners. I remember she sold those sex toys and all of that shit. I remember when, I was a little older when she started doing that. I was like 10 or 11 or 12 or some shit like that. I was like, Mom, what's on? All kinds of shit. A little kid is gonna be like, oh, so what that do? You gotta give me an explanation. You got all these sex toys in. She used to have demonstrations at the crib sometimes. You know what I'm saying? These ladies coming around, they hooting and hollering like, yeah, I need that. Anyway, when she was with my dad didn't want my mom to work, but he wasn't going to give her the money that she really needed to run the household because he was out making other households. I'm not trying to diss my pop, but I can't change the history of what it really was. He was out making other families on the low, but all of the money he was making, and he made a lot of money. My dad was like George Jefferson back in the day. Real shit. But that money, all of that money wasn't coming in the crib. He was cutting the pie, he was cutting the pizza in a lot of thin slices. So my mom was like, well, look, yeah, I appreciate what you are bringing through, but we need more. And plus I want my own shit. You know what I mean? You got us in here with this white people furniture, wood, This is not a diss. And for all the people who like this kind, I don't want no fuck. My mom wasn't into no oak or cherry wood, and I fuck all that shit. I want some. She wanted velour. It's the 70s. You know how lavish shit looked in the 70s and all that. Anyway, she started getting her sales on and doing that shit. My dad ain't really like that shit. You know why he ain't really like it? Because she was making more money than him. And she, you know what I mean? Sometimes some men, especially back in the day, they was like, well, if she getting her own money, then that kind of invalidates what she need from me. Now, I don't know if he actually felt that way. But, my mom was like, every time I started making real money, and I started bringing shit into the house, like my mom, furnished the crib. My mom remodeled the crib. That's how much money she was bringing in. She was a hustler. And he like, okay. Well, I need you to stop doing that. You need to take care of the kids. You like, I'm taking care of the kids. What you talking about? I hustle from the crib. I go out and hustle while they in school. I'm back in the crib by the time they get back with a stack of cash. So what's up? What you mad at? She knew what he was mad at. She was mad because you know what I mean? He going out, he making mad dough. She making mad dough. Now, it would have made sense that, yo, my woman getting it, I'm getting it. We can have everything. But it don't always be that way. Anyway, so I just wanted to make sure that, everybody know that this is not a male bitching session where we just like, there's women out here, they don't want to be supportive of a nigga and all of that. You know what I'm saying? He going out here busting his ass trying to make moves, and she treating him like he ain't go gold and platinum. She treating him like he an artist that's a tax write-off or some shit like that. No, we not doing that. A lot of women know what it's like to make more money than they man, and they man's trying to play it off like, yeah, but when I had it, you know what I mean? I was doing my thing. All right, now I got it, and I'm doing my thing, and I'm breaking you off. Here, nigga, take some money. You know what? Go to the pool hall. You know what I mean? Go to the pool hall. See what you can do. Meanwhile, I'm going over here to sell some more Tupperware. You know what I mean? Tupperware back in the day. Wicker back in the day. Remember Wicker? You know them big chairs? Yeah. Them big chairs and shit made of straw and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the 1970s, man. 1970s was on some crazy shit. What's going on? What's going on, y'all? My girl, Nicole Ellis. What's up, man? What's up? What's up? Johnny West, good to see you, my dude. Always, always. And Baby Shark said, Roberta, you can't be a man. Oh, shit. And Robert Ross, wait a minute, remember. Oh, shit. So we got some haters in here. They said, Robert Gross says, if you can't make more than your woman, you're not a man. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. We got a good thing here. We got a good thing. Okay. So if you can't make more than your month, so what if you met your woman at your job and she already had a higher position than you? You can't just feel good about the fact that you was able to bag her, even though economically she was above you. So you can't be a man unless you make more than your woman. A nigga like me would say, maybe you just can't be a man. Because if your money makes you a man, then what happens when your money is low? That means you like a 38-year-old man that's really 8 years old because you don't have enough money. I don't know. I ain't right about everything. We're going to talk about it. Talk about it, be about it, get involved. These puzzle pieces right now, we going to solve. So all y'all get involved right now. We going to get this thing right. I'm about to sit down, grab a seat. Yo, this is something to eat. Yo, I'm going to eat my food and I'm not going to be rude. So I won't eat on cam, but goddamn, I'm about to show y'all who I are and who I really am. All right, so let's go. Oh, a man with no money is worthless. Oh. So what if that man is in business school on his way to getting his MBA? What if that man is in medical school on his way to becoming a doctor? What if that man is in law school on his way to take his bar exam? He ain't got no money yet, though. He ain't no man. You know what? I think it's interesting what people call a man. You know, if you actually ask a lot of people what a man is, like you remember that old shit? You know what I mean? Remember when Trading Places came out? Remember the movie Trading Places with Eddie Murphy? Remember back in the day? For all of my old heads, for all of my 70s babies, of course, 60s, anything the 70s and after, because if you was born in the 80s, you was probably too young to really understand what Trading Places was trying to say. But remember in Trading Places when Dan Aykroyd, you know, when they was playing games with Dan Aykroyd and he went from riches to rags, right? And they was playing him and Jamie Lee Curtis, he was trying to, you know, he was trying to tell her that he really was getting it like that and he don't know what's going on in his life. And she was a hooker. And to prove that he wasn't scamming her and that he really wasn't, you know, somebody, to prove that he really was somebody who had means and money and all of that, she said, well, let me see your hands. And she noticed that his hands was smooth and manicured. And she said, oh, you've never done a day's work in your life, because he wasn't a blue collar worker. So just because he didn't dig holes or work machinery or have to break his back, that meant he never did a day's work. And a lot of people believe that. So if you ain't out here living like Fred Flintstone, if you're not doing the work of a Fred Flintstone working in a rock quarry, then you're not doing no real work. Yet at the same time, we'll say that a man should make more money than his woman. So if your woman is white collar and you blue collar, how you gonna make more money than your woman? But you a man, right? Because you doing that real man's work. So some of this shit to me don't be adding up right. Some of it don't be adding up right. So when we start talking about manhood, you know, you see a whole lot of different things. People out here, you know, people say, because all the MAGA niggas, they say Donald Trump is a real man or a self-made man. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? First of all, he a bitch. And I'm gonna tell you that straight up and down. He ain't never had a job. I know he ain't never been in a fight, because if he was ever in a fight, he wouldn't talk the way he does. Because nobody who has ever been in multiple rumbles runs their mouth like that without fear that somebody will punch you in it and knock them teeth and have you swallowing your whole fronts. But they say that, no, he represent manhood. Meanwhile, he out here sucking dick. The president is sucking dick now. Well, he's been sucking dick before. And you know he sucked a dick because it came out that he sucked dick and he didn't sue. And he'll sue you for saying anything what he considers to be false or that he can prove. But he ain't say nothing about people saying that he sucked a man's dick. He ain't make no move on that. It's a little peculiar. But that's who all these MAGA cats say that's a real man. He ducked the military. I know he ain't never shot no guns and nothing like that. He don't even have a dog. What kind of man ain't never had no pets in his life and don't like pets? But that's your man's. So, you know, that's a sidebar. That's a sidebar, but I think it's important how some people define what manhood is and who's not a man and who is a man. So you're not to tell me that. So you respect millionaires and billionaires, but find me a millionaire or a billionaire that works in a blue collar job. How you gonna do it? How you gonna make it that far? I wouldn't give a fuck if you work 24 hours for 10 years. You ain't gonna get $1 million out of it. Blue collar don't make millions. That's maintain money. So if you telling me that you are going to be blue collar, but you going to somehow always make more money than your woman, well, I guess she got to be blue collar too. But okay, let's go. Let's go. I haven't read any of your comments or whatever. I know I done made some people mad. I know I made some people I done ruffled a couple of feathers, and that's okay. We're gonna find a way to still get along. Robert says, what woman and broke man are equal? No, I understand what you're saying. I do. Do I totally agree? No. Because when you insist that a man has to make more money than his woman, then you kind of you take away the notion of partnership, because one person always has to make more than the other in order for one person to feel comfortable. And if you can't feel comfortable because somebody makes more money than you, then that highlights your insecurity. And what kind of man has his insecurity highlighted, like written in the sky, like a skywriter? You got it neon lights. You got it up in neon lights. I don't feel good about myself. I don't know. But we go on do it. We go on do it. We're going to get past this, mind. Oh, so y'all, yeah. Oh, I bet. Yeah, I mean, sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes these movies, they put messages, they give us messages that we're not really paying attention to. Hung Bunny Goddess says a man without money is worthless. What is people even saying here? They are very good men that are monks and aesthetic. Or is that ascetic? That is an opinion based on such a small worldview. Plug Chapo says, yeah, I heard Trump was gay on and down low. Like I said, he didn't pursue that. Trump is very litigious. And litigious, that means like, you pursue litigation, which means you suing everybody. That motherfucker will sue anybody, even if he know that he ain't gonna win, because he knows the propaganda campaign will at least make him look like he's telling the truth or that he's the winner in public opinion. And it's been working for him. But he didn't do that when it came to that dick sucking shit. He fell back like, no. Because I got to prove that I didn't suck a dick. I got to prove that I didn't suck. Yo, somebody saw me suck a dick and the man that I sucked a dick with might tell that shit. So I better fall on back because I can't prove that shit and it's kind of whack. And I'm under attack by the truth. The shit's crazy and I can't show no proof that I didn't have a thing in my mouth and I swallowed down the nut and didn't spit it out. Yeah, man. Your king. Your king is a queen. He's a princess. Motherfuckers be killing me. They be like, yo, yeah, man, you gotta be Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? MAGA. Real men, they in MAGA. They ought to call it FAGA. Damn, you think you two gonna get me that? I don't give a fuck. They going, yo, FAGA. We gonna rename. We gonna rename the movement, baby. FAGA movement. They been lying. They lied. And listen, I'm not gonna tell y'all no lies. If y'all don't believe, because mainstream media did not pick up that story. They ain't pick up that story. They was like, nah, we ain't gonna do that. So they know that it's true, but they ain't want Trump to try to sue them. Like, wait a minute. He ain't gonna touch that story, y'all. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. They said he sucked the dick of some man named Bubba. And Bill Clinton's name is Bubba, but the Epstein estate said it ain't Bubba. It ain't. All right, let me get back on track, man. Listen, we talking about your woman or your man is not impressed by you. They're not impressed by you. Have you ever seen it? Have you lived it? Have you seen it on somebody else? Hold on. What y'all talking about? The fuck are you talking about, loony? I ain't reading that shit. Marvina says, I love a blue collar man. He can fix everything. Some of them can. Not all of them now. It all depends on which blue collar you are. Paul said, yeah, man, we should all strive to be financially secure. We can't all be billionaires. That's true. I don't have no problem with that. Tiger Crab, my man. Cal Doom, my brother, my mellow. What up? He says peace and protection upon Sun 752, upon the mods and the supporters of the channel in the chat. Facts. These movies do play a critical role in our beliefs, perception, etc. Man, we believe movies more than we believe our grandparents. Well, maybe not our grandparents. All right, let's say our parents, because we tend to believe everything our grandparents said. We do. Tiger, he said Trump would sue Jesus, Prophet Muhammad, and Buddha if he could. He's that trifling. Yeah, but he ain't sue nobody when they said that he had the thing in his mouth. He had the thing in his mouth. What you doing putting the thing in your mouth? You supposed to be a man. You don't put that thing in your mouth. Then put a titty in your mouth. You put a titty in. You started off life with a titty in your mouth. Well, I didn't. My mom, man, she sold me out on the breastfeeding thing. You know what I mean? She was a little vain. They want to fuck up her titties. Literally, she told us that. She said, shit, y'all wasn't fucking my titties up. My shit was sitting up. I look good. Meanwhile, I ain't had the proper nutrients when I was a baby. That's why I'm fucked up now. All right, man, we gonna stop playing. Stop playing. We're gonna stop playing. All right. All right. All right, man. Sean said, I got a question. What are we going to do about the Muslim problem? Where are you from when you say Muslim? You English? You got to be from England. He said Muslim. Where did you learn to write Muslim that way? The Muslim problem. That's interesting. That's interesting. Time says, I love a woman who can make homemade soup when you are sick. If you can open up a can of chicken noodle soup and Progresso soup, my mother will be over there in 2 seconds to bring some homemade. That's what's up. Ah, man. Tom says, I definitely had Gerber and Piers was the best Gerber. Yeah, man, I ain't get no titty growing up, man. I still feel some kind of way about it. Like, mom, you had 3 kids. Really, she would have had 5. She had a miscarriage and a stillborn. You know what I mean? We ain't got no titty. I had to get the titty. I couldn't get no titty till I was like, I don't know, 10 years old. I was going to get some titty. And it ain't no milk come out of it, though. All right. My man Caldoon. I hope you don't mind me saying your name, man, because you my dude. Caldoon says, true. Trump didn't sue those accuse him of shining. That tells you everything, my dude. That tells you everything. Come on, Carrie says, that's probably why you obsessed with titties. Now, I'm not obsessed. It's just that when I see him, I act like I recognize him, eh? You know what I mean? This show is about your man or your woman or your man is not impressed by you. I see a woman with big, juicy titties. I'd be impressed. Like, well, look at you. You mammary goddess. You mammary goddess. You look at you. They say that big titties don't give out no more milk than small titties. I say, I don't give a fuck. Make that baby stretch his mouth. Anyway, so yeah. So your woman or your man is not impressed by you. Oh, let me check something, man. Let me check my sanity. All right. 17-0. All right. We need this win so fucking fast. Yo, I ain't gonna be able to relax. All right. Good looking out, man. Can y'all hit the like button? We got 24 votes on the poll, but only 11 likes. Come on, y'all. Now, some of y'all might have came in here and y'all forgot to hit the like button. But please hit the like button. Show a little love, yo. Show a little love. Yo. Show a little love, yo. Show a little love, yo. Yo, if you haven't had to hit the like button, love, yo, show a little love, yo. Yo, do it. Show a little love. Yo, show a little love. I'm going to work for mine. I ain't looking for nothing for free. Show a little love. Yo, do that for me. Yo, show a little love. Yo. I would do it for you. Show a little love. Yo, you understand? Show a little love. Do that for me. Tom says, I don't drink milk to this day. Mom had to pump the milk back out, and milk does not do the body. Oh yeah, you talking about cow's milk? Yeah, we ain't got no business drinking that shit. We ain't got no business drinking that shit. I ain't a cow. Moo, 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 moo. But anyway, your woman or your man is not impressed with you. Like, that's not as small of a deal as we might try to minimize it to. It's not. It's not. Because if your man or your woman is not impressed with your ideas, your thoughts, your feelings, your creativity, your energy, your drive, your organizational skills, your leadership abilities, well, what are they there for you? Why are they with you? I mean, that's how I think. Now, if I'm wrong, please correct me, because I don't mind that. But if your man or your woman is not impressed by the things that you do, what are they with you for? Now, we ain't talking about surface flattery or things like, so you don't think I'm pretty or you don't think I'm handsome. We're not talking about that. Because that's probably a default setting. Like, yeah, they think that you're physically attractive. That's why they with you. That's why they got with you. But we're talking about, like, I've seen how some women feel when they, fix you a meal, they cook for you, and they put their heart and soul in it. As much heart, soul, and ability as they have. They cooking you something to eat. And it ain't because you asked for it. They trying to get you on the team. Women, if a woman, she love you, she want to feed you. They say the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. So they be trying to make sure that's validated and stamped. So I've seen the way a woman acts when she feeds you. She done cooked the meal for you, and you like, either you don't finish the whole thing, and she ain't put a lot on the plate, or you might express like, maybe she can't cook, but trust and believe, if she can't cook, and that she can't cook, it's going to come out, and she's going to feel some kind of way about it. More than likely, she's going to try to get herself up to speed. But meal after meal, like if it's like a checkered type of thing, like sometimes you be like, "Oh, baby, this is good. Yeah, give me some more of that." And then other times you like, "I'm cool. I ate before I left the crib. Before I left work. We had a Christmas party. Christmas party. It's May. Well, yeah. I meant a Cinco de Mayo. It's May 28th. Memorial Day. We had a Memorial Day party. Anyway, I ate already, baby. I'm good. I'm tired. I'm ready to go to bed. She's gonna feel some kind of way about it, and she's gonna try to be consistent. More than likely, that'd be the same way. That'd be the same way as if, like, let's say you were handy around the crib and maybe you decided to put a deck on the back of the house or the front of the house. Well, porch deck. Not a porch deck. You know how some people have it so they can come out of their second floor and, you know, have a porch on the roof. You know, whatever. You did some home repairs around the crib and you didn't do it to beautiful standards. Or you did it to really good standards. And your woman is just like, well, I mean, it's nice, but I ain't want that shit. You did that for you. You know, like you don't feel some kind of way about it. Like, yo, I'm Fred Flintstone. I had Barney help me. You know what I mean? I had dudes from the quarry come over and help, you know what I mean, do this thing, and you turning your lip up, you know what I mean? You know, women turn their lip up. Rolling eyes, rolling. So, you know, she ain't impressed by that. Y'all like, you put that shit up with the good wood. Power tools were utilized for this project. Well, she looking at that shit like all you did was sweep the floor. You won't feel some kind of way about it. Especially if that's a consistent thing. Like it seems like everything that you do never gets any kind of fanfare. Now, what do y'all think could be the reason for something like this? Now, I've seen a lot of different scenarios. Let's go to the poll question for a minute. Let's see how we doing. All right, with 28 votes in so far, what would be the reason that your significant... Damn, I be missing words, man. What would be the reason that your significant other would not respect or support a spouse or lover? 36% said because they're only in it for the money. They're in it for the cash, so they don't really care about that shit that you do. Um, 25% says they know the dark truth of them. In other words, like, yeah, you out here doing this good work in front of everybody, but at the crib, you ain't really shit. You abusive, you're mean, you're dismissive, you're unsupportive. You want everybody to support you. No. Okay, I get it. 21% says because they treat them bad at the crib. Like, yeah. Yeah, okay. How you gonna get a Nobel Peace Prize, but at the crib you treat your wife and the kids like shit? Abusive motherfucker. Peace Prize. Somebody needs to give you a 2-piece in a prize fight. 18% says they are badly jealous of them. That happens. You know, sometimes they feel like if they give you validation of how great you are, you know what I mean, maybe other people will recognize that and they stand a chance of losing you. Like if I make him think that other women want him, then other women might get him and then I won't have none. 3 little mittens have lost their kittens and they began to cry. 3 little, okay, hold on. Let me get the 3. I ain't done this in a while. We gotta get the 3 little mittens. You know what I mean? 3 little kittens. Okay. Let's get it popping. Let's get it popping. Come on, man. Come on, man. All right, let's go. Is this it? You got the words to this shit? Yeah. The 3 little kittens lost their mittens and they began to cry. Oh, mother dear, we sadly fear that we have lost our mittens. What? Lost your mittens, you naughty kittens. then you shall have no pie. I said 3 little kittens lost their mittens and they began to cry. They told their mom that they lost their kittens and she was like, you don't get no pie. You don't get no pie. You don't get no pie. Yo, brother, yo, you don't get no pie. You know what the pie is? You don't get no, I said, you don't get no pie. You lost your respect to your woman, you can't connect, and you don't get no pie. Yo, you can always ask why, but you don't get no pie. You gotta wait a whole lot of months for one time because you don't get no pie. You wonder how come, what's up with this joint? I give them money, but you don't get no pie. Yo, if you was paying a hooker out there tricking, hey, so you might get some pie, but you can't get no ass right up in the crib, and you be wondering why. Yo, how come I can't get no pie? I feel like I should do that shit and feel like I'ma die. And why did I marry your ass and I can't even touch your ass? Yo, what's up with your ass, baby? Three little kittens have lost their mittens and they began to cry. I say, yo, you lost your mittens, you little kittens. Yo, you don't get no pie. I say, you don't get no pie. Where the pie at? You ain't getting none. You get no pie. Pieless. You're pieless, son. Abstract Voice Podcast says if a person is not supportive or impressed, the game is over. I ain't gonna argue with that, son. Not I. Not I. They don't get no pie. Dimples D says, I give 100%. If it's not enough or equally balanced out, sometimes you just have to walk away and move on. But did you give up some pie? Why, Dimples D? Did you not give up some pie? Well, see, I can't say for a fact that you didn't really give up you some pie. But if you didn't give up no pie, I gotta ask why. What's up with that guy? Why would you be with another man that you couldn't stand to ever give up no pie? No pie, no pie, no pie, no pie, no pie. No, fuck that. That's good. Let's get it popping. No pie, 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 no pie. No pie. No, 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 no pie. No pie. No pie. No pie. No pie. Okay. All right. More pie, less why. More pie, less why. All right. We good. Levels is good. Levels is good. Levels is good. Yo. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah. Your woman or your man is not impressed with you, then what are they with you for? Why are they there? It's a question that you definitely need to ask. Why would you be with somebody that you don't find to be impressive? So you mean to tell me that you are swapping bodily fluids and claiming that you love and miss a person that you don't feel like has any God-given gifts that really turn you on? Like, is that even possible? Well, even if it's not possible, I can see how a person could be treated that way. But you really have to take a strong look at, at what's going on to figure out like why things would get to that point. Come on, Carrie says sometimes people stay so they can say they aren't single. Ooh. So you wanna not be single with somebody that you're not impressed with? Come on, man. Like, really? Really? Like, really? You gonna be with somebody that you ain't impressed with at all? Really? That's what you want to do? That's what we doing out here? Well, evidently that is what some people are doing out there. That is what some people are doing out there. If you've ever been in this situation, then you can fully understand or relate. And trust me, I wouldn't wish this kind of situation on anybody. That ain't cool. It ain't cool. It's not cool. But people live this life. Staying with somebody just to say that you're not single. Shit, you can. What about all of the people out there that lie and say that they have somebody knowing damn well they single? What about that? I mean, this is the internet, right? So this kind of shit happens all the time. I've definitely seen people claim to be wifed up, cuffed up, and they ain't got no body. And you can tell by the way they talk. My name is Sunset from Philly, not from New York. And you can tell that I'm fresh by the way I talk. Dimple says sometimes people wait for change, but after a while, change don't come. What does that have to do with being impressed with somebody? What does that have to do with that? I'm trying to understand. I'm not trying to shoot nobody. Bow, bow, bow. I'm not trying to shoot nobody down. I'm just trying to get some understanding. We got to stay focused here. I can understand how a person can become impatient or lose patience after being promised so many times that, they going to get jelly beans or cotton candy and they never get it. But that has nothing to do with the fact that you weren't impressed with the person's ability to produce jelly beans and cotton candy. What about that? And my man Caldoon says it's very likely the type of individuals you describe, son, is because there's a certain level of predictability, i.e. security, these people get from being with someone they're complacent with. But even if you're complacent with somebody, all right, Caldoon, this is what I'm talking about. Even if you get to the point where you're taking somebody for granted, that doesn't mean that you're not impressed with somebody. When you're not impressed with somebody, or when you don't respect what somebody does, that has nothing to do with the fact that you feel like you locked in. You know what I mean? We're talking about, I can't do nothing right by this chick. I'm up here. I've been buck dancing for this chick. Come on, baby. Ooh. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I've been buck dancing for this chick, and she's still shitting on me. Come on, man. Come on. Plenty of men are with chicks. They like, she ain't going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere. She ain't gonna get this money nowhere. She ain't gonna get these cars nowhere. She ain't gonna get this house no more, nowhere. She ain't gonna get these kids nowhere. She ain't gonna get this life nowhere. Yeah, you can feel like, I'm locked in, I'm plugged in, but that don't mean that you don't respect her or what she does. It doesn't mean that you're not impressed by her. It just means that, you've done enough on your end that you feel like, she, you ain't going nowhere. It took me a while to get you, and it's going to take a while for you to get away, because I made sure that I made it comfortable for you around here. You know what I mean? Like MC Shan said back in the day, you know what I mean? We riding around in fresh Audis and Cougars. You know what I'm saying? We running around here, we driving fresh Audis and Cougars. So yeah, I ain't, nah. I'm out here buck dancing for you, baby, and you're fronting. I need to know the reason for your fronting. Why are you fronting on me? You need to stop this gapping. You're a gapping. Marvina says, the older you are, the harder it is to be alone, but it's worth it. Dimple says, sometimes people wait for change, but after a while to change. Did I read that already? Yo, you wrote the same thing twice. What you did? You copied and pasted that? All right. Alicia, why is there a sun? Because we need heat on Earth. And it's the only way we could be able to survive. Without the sun, it would be too cold here, and there would be no life. Are you talking about that? Because my name is Sun752. Check the channel. Check the channel. Check the channel. Marvina said that chick is not the right one. Let her go. I agree. Let her go, Ed Sheeran. I got nothing for that. My man Caldoon says, true, son. I'm just giving one of several reasons to why a person might be with someone they don't respect. Irrespective of how I've buck danced for her, we need to find out why people continue to be in these types of relationships. I hear you, son. I hear you. Trust me, I'm on your team. You said he is from Nigeria. Who? Ain't none of my ancestors from Africa. No matter how far you go back. Me and my peoples, we American niggas. We's American niggas. No boats. Caldoon says, continue to be in these types. Oh, my bad. PBS. It says, people suck. Woo! Okay, Dimple says, sometimes the person you with is not impressed due to consistency. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay. All right. PBS says, I used to think I was gay. Then I thought I was bi. Then I thought I was straight. Now I don't like anyone for real. Good luck. My man Propucio. Mi amigo Sanchez. Senor Sanchez is en la casa. What up, my dude? Says, I love popping in on a Sunday, finding my brother's son out of the chair. Got me hooting and hollering when he was popping the squat. Even before typing anything. Nice to see you, bro. Yo, I fucks with you, Propucio. Yo, all day, my dude. All day. Thanks for coming through, man. Always good to see you. Always, always. Marvina says, I knew a girl that married a guy she didn't love because he made good money and he was crazy about her. She dumped him as soon as she got a college degree that he paid for. At least she had a plan. At least she had a plan. Damn. At least she went to school. That's better than getting a bunch of designer handbags and some I don't know, some school clothes for her kids. Yeah, that's crazy. But I wonder if she wasn't impressed with him. She should have been impressed with her ability, with his ability to generate that money. Maybe she was impressed by that. She just didn't like him. There are a lot of different things that can make a person not really like somebody, even though they may not feel like they are right for not liking them. Like, you ever deal with somebody who has poor hygiene? Like, they may have a lot of redeeming qualities outside of that, but you know, at the end of the day, they kind of stink or they kind of dirty. They love you to death and they ready to give you the world, but they kind of dirty. They kind of dirty. Yo, they do anything for you with the quickness, but they dirty. But they dirty. They don't come through, they're just acting all funny, but they dirty. They dirty. You got 3 kids and they gonna hold them all down, but they dirty. They dirty. They put you in a coupe and a sedan, you cooping, but they dirty. And they dirty. They gave you a 5-bedroom house and 3 baths, but they dirty. But they dirty. Yo, they show out well in public, treat you like a queen, but they dirty. But they dirty. Anything that you want, you can get it, but they dirty. But they dirty. I don't know what you gonna do about them, but you gotta make a move. They dirty. But they dirty. Where Marvina says he got her back. He got her back, though he married her sister years later. He is dirty. Shout out to Albania. Albania doing the damn thing up in here. That's what's up. Dimple says some people are just a filter of your loneliness, still trying to find a home because inconsistency isn't confusion, it's clarity. If someone values a conditional, if someone's values is conditional, believe them. You asking who broke whose heart? My heart is broken right now, but they dirty. But they dirty. But they dirty. Yeah, they dirty. But don't worry about me. Don't worry about it. She might have broke my heart, but she was still impressed by what I did. She respected mine. She was just a heartbreaker, love maker, and whatever else Pat Benatar said in that song. I'm here heartbroken right now. I wish you hadn't brought that up. Fuck. You know, I would have given Shorty the world. I would have done anything for her. I would have done anything for her family, her kids. I tried the best that I could. You know, I did everything. But it's all right. You know what? God said what's for you is for you, and what's not for you is not for you. And sometimes we believe that the thing that's not for us is for us, and we wind up making big mistakes because of that. But you know what? You know what I mean? I'ma still press on and I'ma still progress on because that was a lesson that I needed to learn in my life, and I learned it well. I learned it like I studied for it and like it was an exam and like I was getting graded on it. But I was valedictorian in that heartbreaking class, and everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay because I fucking know. Fuck. Yeah, he said DMX back from the dead. I wish he was. Rest in peace, DMX. He was the greatest. Marvina says, son, it took 3 weeks, but I got my furnace fixed today. Oh, yeah. Uh. I am genuinely happy for you, Marvina, man. Yo, not having heat in the crib is not a good look. I don't know how cold it gets where you are, but if wintertime is wintertime like it is here wintertime, shit. My G is calling on, and we about to start the show. Let us begin. Trizzy, Trizzy calling on, and Trizzy calling on, and my man Troy, my brother, is coming on through. I'm about to pass the mic right to you and see what you do. Yo, take the mic out of my palm so we can do this shit, whether we hype or calm. What up, my dude?
What's up, my bro? I'm from South Philly, you know you, my bro. I say so. If you make me mad, I'll become the Broad Street Philly and get real mad and then tap your head, bust your slides, turn back around. I don't even mind what you say, what you do, who you screw. Just know you my brother too. What you do?
That's a bar. That's a bar. That's a bar. That's what I'm talking about, my dude. What's good?
What's going on? Coming off the top of the dome.
That's right, man. You know what I mean? Do your thing. Just keep on rhyming, and then you gonna get the timing. You know what I'm saying? They good. God damn, Marvina, 3 degrees this morning? 3 degrees? Oh no, you had to get that heater fixed.
Oh no, that's a singing group, baby.
It was the 3 degrees. Ain't that some shit?
Don't ask my neighbor. Hey, the weather, Marvina, damn.
Yo. Hey, yo. So, how you feeling? How you feeling today, man? You good?
Look, man, I'm blessed by the best. Ain't taking no mess. Ain't got no stress. I can't settle for less.
You still barring. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Lyrics.
All day, man. Hey, all day, every day, man.
All right, so we
What's
talking about
you, man. I thought I would see you in the crowd at the game.
Man, you know we talked about this. I said, look, when I got up listen, you know that shit wasn't sticking last night. I was like, all right, bet. If it ain't sticking, I'm gonna go out there. I woke up this morning, looked out the window. I said, shit. If we was on I ain't gonna lie, man. If we was on a win streak, I'd have been like, no, I'm going. I don't give a fuck. But because we was on a three game skid, and I ain't know how they was gonna do today. They up 24-0 now, but we seen them drop a lead before, so I ain't gonna. I'm cool.
At the end of the day, I'm Team Mario. No. I've been here before.
Yo, I'm good. I'm cool on everything. You know what I mean? I would never abandon my team, but I wasn't doing it. So yeah, I wasn't going. I was like, it's gonna be a show today. It's gonna be a show today. Fuck that. Hey, yo, so we talking about your woman or your man is not impressed with you. So we talking about when you have a woman or you have a man and y'all together and all that, you might even be married. But it's obvious that the things that you do, the gifts that you display, the skills that you possess are falling on deaf ears and playing in front of blind eyes. So what do you do? What do you do?
Well,
How do you find yourself
you
here?
know, I think I'm not, like I will let this be known. Not all women, because I can't speak on a man's perspective, but not all women think this way. But some women think that when men do things, like when men fix things around the house, or when men do chores around the house, or they go the extra mile and, cook dinner and do things to take a lot of stress off the wife. Some women think that, feel as though, well, that's what you're supposed to do. You're part of the house too.
Yeah.
Instead of them thinking, well, this is my norm. I normally do all this stuff. So now he's taking the pressure off of me. He didn't clean the house. He didn't cook dinner. He didn't, wash the clothes, folded them up. He didn't got the kids ready for school. He went all above and beyond. You feel as though you're supposed to do it. So that's why you don't get the pat on the back. Even when you go above that, well, he bought me roses on a day that I really didn't expect it. When you do that on the normal scene, you just go above and beyond. It's not Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, nothing like that. Sometimes they feel as though they lack appreciation because you do that because you're thinking of them. Only when you stop doing it, then they want to bring up, well, you don't do this no more. Well, when I did it, you stop appreciating it.
Mm.
You know what I mean? When you took lack of respect for it, and they get to the point where people take that for granted.
See, taking things for granted is one thing. Not being impressed or not respecting what you do is a little different. Because like I was talking about earlier in the show, like, yeah, if you know that you and your woman are good, or you and your man are good, you have the right to take it, not necessarily take it for granted, but you have the right to know that, like, I know I'm good here because I put in the work. You know what I mean? I didn't just pay for this, I worked for this.
Right.
And so the time that I put in to get it where I needed to be is going to be the same kind of time that it's going to take it away from me. So taking something for granted it can be interpreted in different ways. But when you know that no matter what you do, everybody else is going to be cheering you on, like, yo, that's dope, man. Yo, keep doing what you're doing. But your woman or your man is like, like, who couldn't do that? Like, okay, what you want, a cookie? What you want, a cookie?
Right.
You want a cookie?
Right. And that's the thing about it. When you start, when you make it home from work and you cook dinner and you got the kids doing their homework and the house is clean. By the time you get home, only thing you got to do is just come home, sit back, kick your shoes off. So your man bringing you your plate. I mean, you're able to go upstairs and just lay down in the bed, not even worry about the damn thing. I mean, shit, I'm on my you should be on your Jay-Z shit. What more can I say? What more can I do? You know what I mean? But there is women out there that take that for granted or that don't appreciate that because they feel as though it's your norm.
All right, I don't want to be. I don't
want you to think outside your box.
Right. I don't necessarily want to play devil's advocate, but I want to ask you something. Because I haven't been in this situation, but I've seen similar situations to this. In a situation like that, where your woman doesn't seem to appreciate what you're doing, have you ever asked her what she does want? Because sometimes people give gifts to people that they think anybody or everybody should like, love, appreciate, whatever, but they never ask the person what they wanted. So all right. I don't know if you ever did you ever read or listen to Will Smith's book?
No, I'm not gonna lie to you now.
Okay. All right. So I listened to his audio book. And it was an interesting jaunt. You know what I mean? And he and in one of the chapters, he was talking about when Jada turned 40 years old. And Will went all out. You know what I mean? He went all out. He planned all of these activities for them. And, you know, she was being treated like a queen. And you know, he invited all of her friends and all that and all this kind of shit. It was like a surprise thing. And he kept it going. Like as soon as you thought that the party was dying down, he had all of this other shit planned. Like he was just bombarding her with the love and the gifts and all of that. And the whole time Jada had you know what I mean? You know how Jada be looking?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like, man. And she told him like, yo, enough. I ain't want this shit. And you know, his feelings was hurt because he like, yo, you turning 40. This is a milestone for you. You know what I mean? I did all of this shit. You know what I mean? I put all my effort into this shit, all my money and all that, everything. I got everybody involved. You know what I mean? To celebrate you. And you just you don't appreciate nothing.
Mm.
The thing is, he never asked Jada what the fuck she wanted. He never asked her. She ain't want all that shit. She might have been going through, and trust me, I'm never on Jada's side. But I looked at that shit and I was like, turning 40 years old means a lot of different things to different people who turn 40. For some people, that 40 years old is that milestone where you turn up and you be like, yo, I ain't know, I never thought I would make it to 40 and all. And then for some people, that 40 years old is that time of reflection. You know what I mean? Where you're looking at the things that you've done and the things that you want to do, and you're weighing that, you know, and imagine you just wanting to sleep or get some rest or meditate or whatever, and somebody is taking your hand and they dragging you to the amusement park. They dragging you to the mall. They dragging you to a party. They dragging you to a function. And you like, and it's your fucking birthday. They never asked you what you wanted for your birthday. You know what I mean? But they did what they did for you out of love. But to you, it might be looking like, you did this for everybody else. You wanted everybody to see what you're doing for me, but what you're doing for me is not what I wanted. It ain't what I wanted. And you never asked. You never asked what I wanted. You decided what I should have, and then you got mad when I didn't want to accept it. Now, it could have been more to it than that. You understand what I mean? But you know, when my dad was alive,
mm-hmm.
I watched how he dealt with my younger siblings. Cause he was always, you know, pursuing extracurricular activities for them, trying to give them cultural experiences and shit like that. And I remember asking my dad, like, did they want to do that? And he was like, what do you mean? I said, did you ask them what they want to? Dad, did you ask my little brother or my little sister? Did you ask them what they want to do? Did you ask them what they like? What their interests are? Did you ask them? Because you frustrated when you introduced them to dance or acting or things like that. But these are the things that you liked. And you were trying to see if they might gravitate towards it or accept it or dig it themselves. But did you ever ask them what they wanted to do? And the answer was no. And he felt a little embarrassed about it. Like I was putting him on blast, but I was like, yo, it ain't too late to ask them. Ask them what the fuck they want to do. You so busy just trying to, you know what I mean, throw shit at the wall and hope it stick. Yo, you can aim straight. Ask them what they want. Because when you don't ask a person what they want, but you keep giving them shit, they might think that you don't really give a fuck about what they want, especially when it comes to women. They bitch about that all the time. You know what I mean? It ain't never about what I want. It's always about what you want, except when it comes to material things. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, because a lot of them don't have no problem asking for that, you know, but yeah, it's something that, you know, that you could take into consideration. Like, yeah, it might seem like to you or to anybody else that like who wouldn't want this? And maybe a part of them wants that, but maybe that's not where their concentration was. Like, if I really wanna sing, but you introduce me to dancing, like I don't want to dance, I want to sing. Like I can dance while I sing, but I really want to sing. I want to hone my voice. I want to take voice lessons. I want to sing. And you're like, nah, dance. Dance is good for you. It's like, oh, okay. So I can't do what I want to do. But you expect me to be happy about what you want me to do. All right, well, good luck with that. So that's why this is kind of like a separate conversation about not being appreciated and not being impressed. Because you cannot appreciate something that somebody does, but that's different from not being impressed. It may not be far away from it, but it's not the same thing. You know what I mean? It's like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, you and I, you know, we was comedians. We did comedy.
Right.
Like, I remember I was messing with this one chick. She ain't never want to go to none of my shows and nothing like that. And I thought that was weird because I met her at a show.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I literally met her at a show. And whenever I was like, well, you know, I'm performing tonight, like she would want to see me, but she'd be like, I'd be like, all right, well, listen, I got a show tonight. And, you know, then, you know, we can hang out after that. And she's like, well, no, tell you what, just go do the show. And,
when you done, call me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I was like, interesting. Now, I can't say that she didn't appreciate what I did or that she wasn't impressed by what I did, because when she met me, I mean, I killed it and she was laughing.
Right.
But she wasn't really interested in being a part of that. Now, I can't say for a fact that she wasn't impressed. But I could get the impression that on a consistent basis, she's not impressed by that. If nothing else, she certainly wasn't a groupie.
Right.
You know what I mean? But support is a big thing.
All day. All day.
Yeah. So when somebody when the closest person to you, or the person that should be the closest to you, is not the person that is anywhere near the most supportive, it's definitely going to give you the impression that, well, they don't give a fuck about what I do.
So it can fuck you up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. You're definitely going to, even if it don't fuck you up, you're going to put a notation by it like, oh. So, you know how you are. You get off stage after doing well. You know what I mean? You kissing babies, making campaign promises. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You setting up appointments at the crib. Yo, I'm gonna come by. You know what I mean? Pick up that dinner you said you was gonna make. You know what I mean? It's all good. But
when you finish off the stage, son, You can't tell me, while you're in slow motion.
Listen, man, you listen. You know me. Every time I got off stage, I'm the fuck out. I might have a couple of more drinks, and you know what I mean. I'm pew like, yo, where the bull go? Where you go? But nonetheless, somebody not being impressed by what you do. Like, I don't know. I like women who have talent.
Right.
I don't give a fuck whether it's crafting. I don't care whether it's performing art, like singing, dancing. I'm very impressed by women who can sing. I be like, man, look at this shit. You can just sit there and belt them notes out. You know what I mean? But imagine not being impressed by that. Like, you got a whole talent that motherfucker that could be cashed out. And I'm like, voice smoice, crafting schmafting. You know what I'm saying? I mean, women, you gotta think about it. Women who craft, they make shit.
Right.
They don't even give regular gifts. They give handmade shit. Exclusives. You can't imagine turning your nose up at that. Like, could you just get me a Gucci hat? Man, fuck you. You put time, love, and effort into that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that not being impressed, but that's not acceptable. I don't think it is.
Well, my thing is this, right? I sit back and I hear what you was just talking about. Now, birthdays, I can understand you saying you asking, but let's go back to the Jada thing. If he's throwing her a birthday party because it's her 40th birthday and it's a surprise party, there's nothing to ask about. You're trying to surprise her. You know what I'm saying? But neither here nor there. You know, the most important part is the action behind what he did. You know, honestly, there's nothing that you can buy a Jada Pinkett Smith because when you're a millionaire, you done bought every damn thing.
No, that's not true.
No, let me finish. I'm gonna let you rebut.
Okay.
Right? Because and I know what you're getting ready to say, that's not true. But 9 times out of 10, a woman, when they coming up on their 40th birthday or on a major birthday, 9 times out of 10, they come and tell you what they want for their birthday. 9 times out of 10, I think 95% of the time, they come and say, look, my birthday coming up. I want to do this, or I want that, or can we go do this? They do that. Now, back to that situation which you was talking about, you know, when it comes to all that, you know, like, sometimes you should ask a woman what they want to do for their birthday. But majority of the time, they tell you what they want to do. Now, I shouldn't have to ask you what you want me to do around the house. Do you want me to start cooking dinner? Would you like me to help you with the kids? Should I do that? I should take the initiative to do that. What woman don't want to have to do it? Wouldn't mind coming home from work and just chill and relax. Have your man bring you your plate of food. Have your man bring you a glass of wine. Here go the remote, sit back and relax, chill. After he just got done work. He's taking care of the twins or taking care of the kids and got them at the table eating. Doing their homework. They're eating dinner, getting ready to get in their shower so they can get chill for bed. What woman wouldn't want that? So what I'm saying is that certain things you are supposed to ask. But there's certain things that if you don't ask and he's taking the initiative to do, and it's not one time, it's on a regular, so you can be comfortable. It shouldn't be taken as that's something you're supposed to do. I ain't supposed to ask you or be appreciative of things you're supposed to do. No, you're supposed to be appreciative of anything. You support each other. If you do it, I appreciate what you're doing. Hey, thank you, man. You wash my clothes? Oh, thanks. I'm gonna help you fold them up. It's a team effort, but it's a team effort in doing things, but it's also a team effort and support and appreciation. You know what I mean? I digress and I yield to the Speaker of the House.
Why not just ask every time?
I don't think you should.
Why not?
I don't think that you should because it takes away from the person that you are. You should have to ask your woman, you want me to wash the dishes? You want me to go down here and wash the clothes? You want me to do this?
No.
Or are you talking about birthdays?
No, I'm asking, why not ask a person what they want and let them tell you what they want? Not like they're different. The way that you're saying it, and I don't know if this is the way you mean it. You're asking. It's like you're asking and suggesting at the same time. Why don't you just ask them, what can I do for you that will make your life easier or better today? And let them tell you. What's wrong with that?
Because my thing is this. I think that let me just run it down, right? And some of this is me and some of this is people I know. If you come home from work after doing your maybe 10, 12-hour shift, and you cooking dinner, and you cleaning the house, and you washing the clothes, and you making sure the bedroom is clean and the bathroom clean, finishing dinner, making sure that the kids is doing their homework, and you helping them with their homework. And when your mate hit the door, the only thing she has to do is relax and sit down and chill, talk on the phone, do whatever she want to do, spend time with the kids. She don't have nothing to do. She don't have to lift her hands for nothing. Only thing she got to do is get her clothes off for tomorrow. There's nothing for me to ask you for what you to do other than be appreciative. Now, if it's something else that I'm not doing, or if it's something that needs to be fixed around the house, then she's going to tell me that. Look, the sink, something going on with the sink. I'll look at it. If I look at it and I can't fix it, then I'm going to have to get somebody that can come and fix it. Son, I'm having something going on with my water, something going on with the water, whatever. Can you come check this out? Because I know that you know how to do plumbing. I know that you know how to do certain things. But other than that, if I'm taking an initiative to do things and to go above and beyond, and that's taking so much pressure off of you, then it shouldn't be. That's things you're supposed to do. I do understand where you're coming from. But me asking takes away from me taking the initiative. That's just how I feel. And it takes away from me for you seeing what I'm trying to do. You know, so let me run this down. So if a man ain't working and he's trying to find a job and he's doing everything around the house to occupy that, to take away from you doing home, the least he can do is make sure, if he's looking for a job, the least he can do is make sure everything is done at home. If he's doing that, it's not appreciated because your broke ass ain't got no job. Then when he get a job and he's still doing that, that's not appreciated. So what am I to do now? That's the whole thing I'm saying. It can't be when I'm down and I'm doing everything. I'm this broke ass nigga and I ain't worth shit. And then when I'm up and I'm running and I'm working and I'm still doing what I was doing when I was out of work, it's not appreciated. And in your mind, you're supposed to do that. Can't be that way.
I don't know. I just I like when people ask me what I want. I don't like. I mean, I don't like surprises, and because people don't get it right when they surprise me. They don't.
Well, this is a surprise, son. You can't. You expect somebody to get something right when they're surprising you.
If it's your birthday, you have the right to have it your way.
Right, but if it's your birthday, you have a right to tell a person what you want for your birthday.
Hold on. Let me put you on to something. Shit, hold on a second.
I like that. Yeah, what's that?
Hey.
Yeah.
Lily Mel, question.
Yo, chill. Yeah.
Just give me 2 seconds.
All right, go ahead. Yeah. The answer is yeah. All right, but that was my broker. Anyway, so so all right. Okay. One thing I know about women, and I don't know everything about them, but one thing I know about them is that women don't like to be lumped in to the same category as every other woman. They don't like that. So when you say things like, what woman wouldn't like this or what woman wouldn't like that, that puts up a red flag in a lot of women's minds like, oh, so you've done this for every other woman and now you think you're going to do that same shit to me. Even though it's nice, I don't want no leftovers from none of your other bitches that you've done things for. I don't give a fuck how far back in the past. Just like when you take a woman to a restaurant, they always want to know, have you been here before? And if your answer is yes, they don't want to fucking go. They don't give a fuck how fly this shit is. They don't want to go. Like, nah, I'm good. You know what I mean? Because they want their own shit. Now, the reason I'm bringing that up is when you ask a woman what she wants, even if she's wishy-washy or indecisive or whatever, she will appreciate the fact that you respect her opinion, her desires, and you care about what she wants. What she wants. Fuck everybody else. It's like, it's cementing like a partnership. Like you're saying, like, it's like if you married and you go out and buy a motorcycle just because you got the money. You went out and bought a motorcycle, but you ain't say shit to your wife about buying this motorcycle. Now, you know, a motorcycle, you know, is expensive. It can be expensive. It can also be dangerous. So the fact that you went out and bought this motorcycle just because, you know, the money was there and all of that kind of stuff, and you a grown man, you can go ahead and buy a motorcycle. But the thing is, you didn't consult her about the motorcycle. It's like, you know, who knows? This motorcycle might be your highway. It might pave your highway to heaven or whatever. When you consult with them, they realize that, oh, my man respects me. And there are different ways to respect a person. But when you respect a woman's opinion and a mind, and non-confrontational or in times when the stress ain't on, when the problems aren't there, it means something to them. Like, oh, like pick a time when you're not in a bad time with your woman and ask her something like, you know what, babe? I've been thinking about getting, I got this job opportunity over here, whatever. You know, I normally only like to do this, that, and the third, whatever. But I've been interested in this thing, and I've been thinking like, you know, maybe I'll try it out part time or something like that. Like, what do you think of that? Now she's thinking like, oh, well. She's going to give her honest opinion. Because this is more than if you just said, well, look, I went out and got another job so I could bring money in this house, you know what I mean? And this joint paying well or whatever. It's more than that. Now you cemented the partnership piece with her. During peacetime, you asked her before you did it, Now she can actually give her input. Now she feels like she's part of this process. It's going to monitor your progress. Like, so how's it going? What did you think of it? If she approves of it. Now you got the kind of woman that's like, what the fuck you need? What you want to do that for? I don't know. I don't think you should do that. Well, you still should take that into consideration because you asked her in the first place. So evidently you care about, what she thinks about it, but you're giving her the opportunity to give her input, which shows that you respect her mind. And women like it when you respect their mind. They know you respect their body, but when you show them like, yo, I really, I like the way you think. They dig that. So when you take the initiative and just go ahead and do what you think is best, sometimes that's okay. But it's going to be okay more times than not when you consult them about what they want. Because one thing that they will bitch to the ends of the earth about is you not asking them or caring about what they think or what they want. They don't like that.
Well, I digress on what you just spoke on, and I agree with some of it, but some of it I know women I've dealt with, even up to my wife. When her birthday, is months before her birthday comes, that she would already tell me what she wants for her birthday or what she want to do for her birthday. It's not. I've never had to go to her and say what you want for your birthday. In the beginning, I didn't even ask her. I just went and did what I wanted to do for her birthday, and she was appreciative of it. You know what I mean? I think that when you say that you don't like surprises, I love giving surprises. The element of surprise, I love it because you want that person to know that you went out of your way to put something together for them so they can enjoy their day. If I tell you about the day, it's not a surprise. It's not as meaningful. Well, she already knew she was having a party. But if I went out my way, I got all your family members together. I got all your friends together. I cooked the food myself. Bought you the gifts. And if you know the expensive gifts I'm going to buy. Put some money in the car and gave her a gift card. Done everything that went above and beyond. Right? If I did that part, and it's a surprise party, I don't see any woman that don't want that. But I do know there's women out there that be like, why you didn't ask me what I wanted to do? There are women out there like that. But I know that there's 95% of women already telling man what they want to do for their birthday. I don't know not one woman that don't tell a woman what they want for their birthday, what they want to do for their birthday. Not one. They're planning their next birthday after their birthday. If your birthday in November, you're planning it now.
Okay.
So the whole thing about it is, that's the birthday part. If we're going to buy furniture for the house, yes, I'm going to come to you. That's you, baby. What furniture you want? And if you ask me what you think about it, I'm going to say yay or nay. But I'm going to ask you because I like your insight on this furniture. The bedroom, the living room, the dining room, the basement, the entertainment room. Give me some insight. What type of furniture you want? Let's get it. Because we're discussing something that's within within what she loves to do. But if I'm at work and I say, you know what, I'm thinking about it, let me send her some roses. You can't get upset at that. Why are you sending me some damn roses at the job? I was thinking about you, sweetheart. That's not something you get upset about. That's not something that I have to ask you. Can I send you? I don't have to ask you to do things when I'm doing it from my heart because it shows love. I don't have to do that. But if you show lack of appreciation, then that throws me back. And it takes me back to saying, well, let me tone it down.
Well,
like I said, I do agree with some of the things you're saying. And there are women out there that would rather you tell them what you let them tell you what you want them to do. They want you to do for them. But I'm just a hopeless romantic. They like to go outside my realms and go above and beyond.
And there's nothing wrong with that. What I'm saying is, only thing I'm trying to impress upon you, and I don't think that you're not getting it. What I'm saying is, like, during peacetime, if you set the tone and the standard of, because this is communication.
Oh yeah,
asking somebody
what you saying during peacetime, I've done that. During peacetime, there has been a tone set, but there's still in the back of your mind, in the back of that person's mind, is that the stuff that you're doing, you're supposed to do. You're the man.
Let me just tell you this. You know, and I'm sure I don't have to tell you this, but all women ain't the same, and all men ain't the same.
That's what I said in the beginning. I say the same.
But when you tailor the things that you do to your woman, you know, showing and you know, getting her input on certain things, there's a greater likelihood that things will turn out better in the future, because she can't ever kick it like you didn't, or like you took her for granted or whatever. She can't do that. She might try, but it's gonna fall on deaf ears. And there's nothing wrong with all the romantic stuff and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish I was better than that. But what I am good at is communication. That's one thing I am good at. So whether we're talking about a special occasion, or whether we're just talking about a Tuesday, you know what I mean? I'm asking, like, you know what I mean? So what do you need? You know, let's say, you know, that, you know, I don't always appreciate the way women, communicate. Like, even like with my daughter, instead of just straight up asking for shit, she'll be like, yeah, I like that. And I'm supposed to be like, oh, you want that? Now, I've tried to train her like, yo, fuck all of that. Just be like, yo, Dad, I like that. I want it. Can I get it? Because boom, the answer is yes. I might, you know, there's so much shit going on in my head. You know, you just saying that you like something. I'm like, all right, yeah, I like it too. And, you know what I mean? I don't always pick up on those kind of cues, but I definitely pick up on, I want that. No way I can ignore that. So, and also that brings accountability too. Like, yo, I told you what I wanted, and you either tried to deliver it, or you totally ignored it. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with the romantic approach, and, you know, the surprises if your woman likes that and all of that. You know,
but see, the thing about it is not the fact if your woman is like, I'm gonna ask T. Carey, right? She said that she don't need the what is it? I forgot what she said. Because I'm on my phone and I missed it. What did she say? I don't need the big grand gestures. That's what she said.
Yeah.
But it's not the fact that it's not what you need, because he's not asking you, do you need the grand gestures? He's doing it on his own. when a man goes out his way, like if a man is going shopping, and I know you might have done this too, son. You might have went out shopping and you didn't see something for yourself, but you seen something for your woman. And you picked it up for her. That right there is a grand gesture that he wanted to do for you. That shouldn't make you mad. He was thinking about you when he was out as well. And a lot of men don't give a fuck about doing that type of shit.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
This is what you missed in the chat. I saw her write.
No,
don't,
she said that.
wait a minute. I'm going to tell you what she said. She said, "Don't send flowers to my job. Don't do that."
No, but she said something after that.
But I'm concentrating on the fact that she said, "Don't send flowers to my job." She didn't say don't send flowers to the house, but don't send it to the job. Because she doesn't want that attention at the job. She don't want that. And even though you feel like, you're showing everybody how much you love your woman, every woman don't want every woman don't want that. And they don't want you to show the world how much you love her. She just want you to show her how much you love her. So she don't want all of that. He doing, because a lot of times it's cap. It might not be cap with you, but some men, send flowers to the job and shit like that, and they doing that shit because they did some fucked up shit, or they in front of the whole world they this great person, but they really just clout chasing, because at the crib they ain't shit. So I understand your part of it, but I also understand her part of it. And basically what she's saying is, give it to me the way I want it. Don't give me a fucking ice cream. Don't give me a ice cream boat or sundae. I asked you for a cone. I wanted a cone. You know what I mean? You got it. You put all this shit in the chocolate, the caramels, the Jimmy. I wanted a vanilla cone. That's all I wanted. You got all this other shit. That's what you like. Give me what I like, and I'll shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, you in the corner like, man, I did all this shit. You bitching. You know what I mean? What kind of woman wouldn't like that? Her. She the fucking one that wouldn't like it. But she told you what she wanted.
That's in the beginning stages of a relationship when you told them that. The person I deal with, love roses being sent to the job.
Okay,
so
well we wasn't talking about.
I'm talking about my experience.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is that in the beginning stages of a relationship, right? In the beginning stages of a relationship, you're going to sit down and have a conversation. Like, let's hypothetically say a man sent Rosa to the job, and when she came home, she said, "I love the roses, but can you do me a favor? Just don't send them to my job no more." She didn't say it in an ignorant way. She didn't say it in a disrespectful way. She just don't want the roses sent to the job anymore. And that kills it. But if you come home aggressively and you snap on that man, and you come off in a way where you act like an asshole, then that's going to make him feel some type of way. If you come off in a respectful way, tell him that you do love the roses, but you understand what I'm saying? I agree with, son, I'm not disagreeing to what you're saying. And I understand what you're saying. T. Gary Wright saying, and if anybody else is saying something about what I'm saying, I agree. But there's other aspects to it. The most important thing that you said is communication. I believe in communication. But if it's something that I'm doing from my heart, I don't have to communicate that.
All right. You know what?
I don't have to communicate what I'm doing from my heart.
Listen, we gotta get on up out of here. But I'm just gonna tell you this. Sometimes you gotta love harder, and sometimes you gotta love smarter. And you know, you got to know when to pick those times, because loving harder doesn't always work. You know what I mean? Like, that's applying too much pressure. Sometimes you got to love a little smarter.
And that's what comes from not having that father figure in my life to teach me them type of things.
Man, fuck that. You know what I mean?
You can't say fuck that, son.
You can. You can, because every father. Listen. My father didn't give me that.
We'll talk off.
I'm letting you know, I didn't take relationship advice from my dad. He wasn't good for that.
But you didn't take it.
And I ain't take his examples either. It was the whole different. Nah, I wasn't fucking with that. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. I couldn't do what he did. It wasn't sweet like that.
Don't think about it. you had your father and you had your stepfather. So you had other gestures of men around you that can teach you that. Or to tell you when to go forward and tell you when to step back. I didn't have that.
Well, you know what both of them did though?
Learn on the fly.
You know what both of them did though? Both of them asked people what the fuck they wanted. Well, not my dad, but not my dad. My stepdad asked but my dad may not have asked the kids what they wanted, but that was because he had the dad ego. That don't mean he ain't asked the women what they wanted, because he did. He was smart enough to do that. Yeah, my dad didn't ask the kids what they wanted. He just threw shit out there. But when it came to women, he knew, like, let's get this right. Let's get it right. I ain't trying to hear this shit. And he spread the ball around. All right, we got to do these birthday shout outs. Enough is enough. I'm going to watch the replay of this Eagles game. I'm going to holler. All right, Troy, thank you for calling in, my brother. You know what I mean? All right, hold on. Before you go, let's do the poll question. All right, what would be the reason that your significant other would not respect or support a spouse or lover? 34% said because they're only in it for the cash, only in it for the money. And 20% said they know the dark truth about you. Ooh. 22% said because you treat them bad at home. And 24% said because they are badly jealous of them. Well, interesting balance of percentage and participation here. But that is what it is. Let's do these birthday shout outs. Good looking out, Troy, man. Appreciate you. I'm gonna holler at you in a minute.
I love you, boy.
All right, man. Have a good night. Good day. But I'll be back at you. All right, we have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious December 13th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them. I'm sorry, 14th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them and making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They get the R-E-S-P-E-C-T. They get number one out the box, Susan Lewis. And also Carla McIntyre, no relation, but what up, cuz? And also Katie Shaw, Teresa Broxton, Rain Cummings, Teresa Williams, Davia K. Spence, Diane X. Brown, and last but not least, my man going all the way back to the 1982 7th grade, my man Emmett Ross. I want to say happy birthday to all of y'all, and I hope that today finds you all in good health, happiness, mind, body, soul, and spirit. And that goes out to each and every person out there born on this glorious December 14th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up. But don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, to rock out. Rock on and do the damn, rock out. Rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind. And anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember. Hey, yo, man, I mean, you know, they not your woman or your man is not impressed with you. You know what I mean? There is something that you can do about it. And it doesn't always it doesn't always involve walking away, because you don't want to walk away anyway. Because if you really wanted to walk away, you would have walked away a long time ago. There's always a point in your relationship, if the love is still there on both sides, where y'all can work it out. But sometimes, you know, what they say, a closed mouth don't get fed, right? Guess what? A closed mouth don't get head, and a closed mouth don't give head. I said a closed mouth don't get fed, and a closed mouth don't give head. And I'm saying all that to say that, hey, man, an open mouth, it can, you know what I mean, it can alleviate a lot of problems and alleviate some pressure. You know what I'm saying? Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. I love y'all to death. Resuscitate y'all. I love y'all right back to life. We will be back tomorrow night, Monday, going into Tuesday at 2 a.m. in the morning, Eastern Standard Time. Y'all know that's when we do our thing. I want to thank all of y'all for coming through. I hope y'all enjoyed listening to this show as much as I enjoyed broadcasting it. So y'all have a good rest of the day. Be safe out there and bundle up, because it's cold out there. Bitch. At least it is where I am. Hit the like button, though, before y'all get on up out of here. Hit the like button, share the show, subscribe to the channel. Just hit the like button. And I'll get back with y'all. Peace. One love, baby.